Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the 5 talking points for the Liverpool versus Manchester United game. As we know, Manchester United travelled to Anfield on Sunday and it ended Liverpool 0, Man United 0. Some would say boring game, but if you supported either side, it was I wouldn't say fairly tense. Could have been better. But look, here is the stats for the game. We'll just run through the stats fairly quick. So it is Liverpool had 34 shots, Manchester United had 6 shots. Liverpool had 8 shots on target, Manchester United had 1 shot on target. Possession 69% Liverpool and 31% Man United. The XG Liverpool 2.35, Manchester United 0.63. Aerial duels Liverpool 42.3%, Man United 57.7%. Liverpool made 600 passes, Manchester United 283, and pass accuracy, Liverpool 83%, Manchester United 70%. So look at all the stats there, and Liverpool are pretty much running away with the stats. But you look at the stats and you think to yourself, geez, Liverpool look like they had a brilliant game. Manchester United must have been, riding their luck, but there wasn't that. Liverpool were not great, and neither were us either. But again, if you don't know, if you're new and you don't know how we do the 5 talking points, basically what we do is we go through the stats, we put up the full-time score, we go through stats, and then obviously we talk about the 5 talking points, and I ask you what your 5 talking points are. And it's interesting to see now, really crumble. But look, let's jump into the 5 talking points. So, number 1, good point, poor performance. Now look, I said it in the post-match show, and I said it near the end, at the very end of the watch along. It was not a great performance from Manchester United. We were poor. We were poor. There's no beating around the bush. Liverpool dominated the game. It was funny because we had the better chances, but Liverpool dominated the game. From the very first minute, we looked shaky. Liverpool looked like they were going to bag a few goals in. Didn't quite go like that though, luckily enough, obviously. We kind of settled into the game a bit. We couldn't really string 5 passes together. Playing out from the back wasn't great. That was risky. What else is there? Jeez, the midfield was kind of missing at times. I thought mainly done his job. Amrabat scared me. He was all over the place. So I think he knows where he is and what he has to do. But look, like I said, it wasn't great. We got a point. Some people are like, "Oh, I'm not gonna, celebrate over the point." Don't celebrate over the point. That's fair. I'm not celebrating over the point. Taking the point. We were. A lot of people predicted us, Manchester United fans, including myself, predicted us to go and get a hammer. I didn't expect us to get hammered. Unlike maybe others did. But if you told me on Friday when we done the preview for the Liverpool Man United match that it's going to be Liverpool are going to dominate the game, keep hitting you, you get the better chances of the game, but don't finish them. But it ends 0-0. I'm snapping your arm off because I'm taking that point. I'm taking it. Again, it's something to celebrate on. It's something to go around and flaunt. But if you look at Manchester United's situation at the moment, with the players with the injuries we have and the players we have available, and what's going on with Ten Hag and other bits and bobs, and the form isn't great. We just dropped out of Europe. Going to Anfield and Liverpool, by the way, at home in the Premier League so far this season. Before we went to play them, they scored in every single one of their games, and their home record was 0 losses, 0 draws. So we're the first team to go to Anfield and take a point off them and stop them from scoring. That's a. It's like I said. You can look at there's positives to take out of that game. Like as mad as people like Ten Hag will look at that game and he'll take positives out of that game. He will take positives out of that game, like it or not. Um, but look again, it wasn't a 10 out of 10 Manchester United performance. It was poor, like I said. Great good point, poor performance. It's a point at Anfield. You take a point at Anfield no matter what form you're in. And some might look at it and think, well, I don't really want a point because we had chances to win. Yeah, fair enough. But Liverpool were dominating us, even though Liverpool went great. They were still dominating us. But look, let us know what you thought of the game. Number 2, Varane masterclass. Rolls Royce defender, as us Manchester United fans call him. I thought Varane was good. A lot of leadership there. I thought the defense in general was good, but I thought Varane was good in particular. He's honestly, it's like he's trying to prove a point to Ten Hag. Like, this is why you shouldn't drop me. Thing is about Varane, and I do like Varane. I'd hate him to leave Manchester United. I really, really would. I hope he can. Ten Hag picks him a lot more often now, even when Maguire does return and Martinez. I'd rather go back to that usual four of last season with Shaw, Martinez, Varane, and whether that's a Dalot and Bazaki. By all means, you pick. Varane yesterday that was very good. He's not the quickest defender in the world, but he gets stuck in, he gets on top of everything. There was a pass in the game where someone tried to give it to Salah, and if Salah got away, he was putting in the back of net. No messing about that. But Varane put a foot out. He was getting stuck in. He has that experience. He doesn't have the pace, but he has the experience, and he has the leadership, and he has the tools to do what he done against Liverpool yesterday. And we needed that. We needed experience at the back yesterday. We had Johnny Evans and Varane, not the quickest defence in the world, but it's probably one of the most experienced defences in the world. Definitely in the Premier League. So yeah, Varane for me yesterday was very, very good. Man in the match. Between Varane and Manu for me, but Varane I think is just he's I hope the news that I seen earlier on today about Varane wanting to stay at Manchester United for a lot longer is true. I really hope it is true because I like Varane, and the only negative I have with Varane is his fitness. He just can't go season or half his season without picking up an injury. So again, hopefully he can keep it up. And yeah, I mean, like I said, Varane masterclass yesterday. He really is. We didn't spend a lot on him either. So ever since he came in, he's been solid. Had his bad games, but I just thought yesterday he was good. He was getting stuck in, getting his head on the ball, clearing it, getting his foot onto it, very calm. Even when we were playing the ball out from the back and we looked shaky, he was calm. And that's what you need. You need calmness in the defence. But let us know what you thought of Raphael Varane yesterday. Now, talk point number 3. Manu superior. Now, I love Manu. I really, really do. I think he's a great player. I thought he had a great game yesterday against Liverpool. He was getting stuck in. There was a pass. I think it was when Garnacho had the chance up against Alisson when Trent got his foot ahead of him in the second half. Manu picked out Varane, Garnacho, and he was a brilliant pass. This is what we need. This is why we're mentioning that we want to have a DM who can ping a ball along and find a man like our Casemiro's. Manu can do that, and we've seen it in pre-season, and we've seen it ever since he returned from that injury. Seen it against Everton, and we've seen it against Liverpool. I hope Ten Hag picks Manu a lot more because he can ping a ball forward. He has pace. He gets stuck in. He picked up a yellow card yesterday in the first half, and usually young players will be like, "Oh crap." He kept his cool. He's about 18 years of age, but he's so calm on the ball, and he picks out a pass, and he's fast, and he gets stuck in, and that's what I want. I want my players to be getting stuck in, and Manu for me should be playing a lot more. I mean, when we get our full team back, I'd be looking at a midfield of Manu, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes. You have 2 DMs there who will get stuck in, and you have 2 defensive midfielders there who can ping a ball long, who can find that killer pass if needs be, who can ping a ball left wide. With McTominay and Amrabat, they can't do that. Ericsson can pick a player out, but McTominay and Amrabat don't have the quality to do that. They cannot ping a ball long. Amrabat did it in his first game, Crystal Palace, and I don't think he's pinged the ball long since. So I personally don't know what the story is there. But Manu should be starting against West Ham next weekend. I mean, Eriksen's back. By the time I'm recording this video, Eriksen's back in training. So you could almost look at a midfield of Manu, Eriksen, and Bruno, because they're three players who are aggressive and they get stuck in and they can ping a ball long. You can do that all you want, but I just don't want to see Amrabat Manu on the bench. Amrabat was poor, scared me at times. Manu was just, he was getting stuck in. Probably one of the best midfielders on the pitch yesterday. Performance was. I don't know why we took him off, but look, we didn't lose, which is good. But let us know what you thought of Kobe Manu yesterday. For me, solid, and I really, really love him. Like, he's played against two Merseyside clubs and he hasn't put a foot wrong since. Keep playing on Ten Hag. Keep playing Varane. Keep playing. Play the players who are performing for you, not the players who, don't play McTominay because he's scoring goals for you. McTominay, for me, when he scores goals, gets a bit cocky. You need a team player there who can ping a ball long to your attack and can get back if needs be. But yeah, talking point number 4, tactics spot on. Now look, again, there was no major, top quality tactics yesterday, but I like what we done yesterday. Well, again, like I said, poor performance. What we done yesterday was what I expected. Sit back, low block. Again, I know the lower teams do that, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And I really do like Ten Hag adapts, and Ten Hag can be stubborn in his tactics, regardless of who we play, how we're playing, whatever the circumstances. He can be stubborn with his options and all that stuff. But the tactics yesterday for me, it was pretty much what I expected. Sit back and beat them on the counter. We didn't beat them on the counter a lot, but we had our chances every now and again, I'll admit. But you look at it and you think, we set back, get everyone back there. Playing out from the back was a bit risky every now and again, but we done it. The long ball, still not great. But the tactics yesterday, they weren't incredible. They weren't out of this world. They were just spot on. That's what I'll say. And people might say, "Wow, how might you fall?" And they'll draw, and you're saying tactics spot on against Liverpool. It's at Anfield. Look at our circumstances at the moment. Shut up. That's all I'm saying. No need to celebrate over Man United fans. I'm not saying you have to, but just be positive and happy that we actually didn't get slapped and we got a point from Anfield, a tough place to go to against a tough, top quality team, as much as I hate to admit it. But yeah, the tactics are spot on. We set back. He picked an experienced back four, I think, especially the two centre backs of Varane and Johnny Evans. Luke Shaw experience. Dalot wouldn't have the same amount of experience as Varane, Evans, or Shaw, but he has the experience. I just think his tactics were reasonably sound. The low block and and one thing I think Ten Hag wants to see more from his team is pinging long balls and trying to find that man, like the main new pass we've seen to I think it was Garnacho. But yeah, for me the tactics were we couldn't have went wrong. So Ten Hag, you done well there, pal. 5 negative. Poor attack. Again, Rasmus Højlund still yet to score a goal in the Premier League this season. Manchester United. He scored and he hasn't scored. He scored in Champions Leagues, but we're not allowed that. So some say it doesn't matter. But yes, Højlund yet to score. I know I say poor attack, and again, I'll also say we probably had the better chances yesterday. Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund especially. Højlund's one. I really wish he put that past Alisson, but look, Alisson made himself big, spread himself. Is what it is. So again, do we look forward to the January transfer window and bring in someone like an Ivan Toney? Do we just break the budget? Hopefully Ratcliffe is in then, and maybe he'll spend bit of money for Manchester United. Who knows? But I just hope that, again, I don't the attacking line of Garnacho, Anthony, and Rasmus Højlund up top is it does it's not the worst, right? Because we've done well in it. We've done well with it in the past, and I know some would say, "Well, Dean, what can we do better?" I like Rasmus Højlund, and I'm gonna give him as much time as I can. But again, is he the right player at the wrong team? If that makes sense. I mean, I remember saying that in numerous streams last year and the year before, since we started this channel. But for me, the attack, I just want to see a bit more eagerness. Again, defensively, Anthony tracks back Garnacho, Højlund, but on the counter attack, we look a lack of ideas, and I just don't see a link up there. There can be chemistry there, no doubt about it. But do you look at in the transfer window? Do you look for another striker, a winger? I don't know, but it can improve, and I hope it does. But they need to be taking the chance and need to be creating chances, and you have to be more aggressive, a bit more risk taking, and don't be afraid to take a shot. Because it's like yesterday against Liverpool, we were afraid to take a shot. It was like pass, shoot, no, you shoot, pass. It kind of makes you up every now and again. It is a good attacking line. I will happily admit that. But it's at the moment it's poor, and hopefully it can improve. So, we're solid defensively. The midfield could be better, but the attacking line, we need improvements there. If we can improve up top as well, no bother, no problem scoring goals. But at the moment we're lacking to score goals. Doesn't matter who we start, whether it's Rashford, Garnacho, Pellistri, Anthony, Højlund, Martial. We're just struggling, so the attack could be better. But look, that's been the Manchester United versus Liverpool 5 talking points. Hope you all enjoyed it. What the hell was that? Obviously, there's no football midweek, so the next preview will be a Friday, and then we'll have to watch along Saturday morning on Christmas Eve. I'm going to try and figure out maybe doing a quiz and maybe try doing a 5 days to Christmas countdown show. Basically for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we'll just do a video on something ridiculous, not even football related, but just something fun. Maybe not a Dream 11, I don't know. But look, that has been the Manchester United versus Liverpool 5 talking points. Please like, comment, hit that big red subscribe button, follow all our socials, links in the description. Let us know your thoughts on the game. And I'll speak